Let's go. Investing in Pokemon cards and stocks. Hey, my music, leave some babes for the rest of us. No, I'm not chasing any babes at all right now, really. Last time I went out was well over a year ago to a bar. You know, I'm not chasing any women, but in the future I will. Yes. Thanks for the kind words, my music. Very good, kind words. Make me feel good. Shit. But trying to get a stream set up right now. I need to get a thumbnail for this video, and I don't have a lot to choose from. I have like 60, but they all are terrible. You must buy this stock right now. Okay, I'll do this one. This is a good thumbnail. I made this about 3 years ago. It's not good, but it's something. Upload. I've been over a decade for me, dude. Yeah, there's no reason to go out chasing women. It typically doesn't end well, you know? I'm just going it alone right now in life. Because every time I get hooked up with a female, you know, it ends badly, and then I am left depressed, and then the woman finds another dude like that, or she's already got one, and you know, so I'm just like, screw it, I'm done, you know, stepping out of the dating game for a while until I get to a certain level. Then I'm actually going to attempt to enter back into the dating game. Yeah, probably about 6 months or a year from now, or even sooner. But I want to raise up my status. I want to get a nicer car. I want to get a certain level before I get back out there. But yeah, we're talking about the markets today. Bitcoin dropped last night, which was a good drop. Fell like a rock, which is always good to see because it's setting up for opportunity. But it bounced back. It's back up to 64.4. So it bounced back up nicely today, yeah. In my belief, I think that we may be hitting the bottom on Bitcoin. And it may only be a number of 2 to 3 weeks or even 1 week before the stock market starts to surge again. So Bitcoin, it looks like it's almost making a double bottom right now. So take that for what it is. It's a pretty significant double bottom. But just because it's significant does not mean that it will hold. Okay? So here's kind of a double bottom right here and here. So there's a double bottom again. As you can see, it's pretty significant. Double bottom right there. And there's the big chart. So I still think we could come down halfway to here. This is 24,000 or something. No, 17,000. That's 21,000 right there. I think we could still come down halfway to this choppy area right here, which would put us halfway between 21 and 64 is what? 42,000. 42,000 is likely on Bitcoin. So that's the number that I'm looking at, 42K, as the downside. Okay? I don't think it's going to go any lower than that. You're going to get massive buying. There's still so many people that want Bitcoin, even with all this Epstein crap, you know? And remember when I was talking about Tesla? It was all bad. And then Tesla's back up now in the 400s. Now it's all negative about Bitcoin. So Epstein is related to the founding of Bitcoin or whatever the hell they're saying. Yeah, they always put out bad news when insiders want to buy it. Okay, you understand? When the insiders want to load up, these insiders, they have the money to control the news. They can put out different narratives. Oh, Epstein, yeah, let's sell our Bitcoin. The insiders are buying it up probably. That's what my belief is. But we'll see. 38K, he thinks. $38,000 Bitcoin. Maybe. But yeah. I mean, definitely 42 seems totally logical for me, and it would leave us with more downside. But my only thought is that the 42 won't happen, and that we're near the bottom right now. Okay, because look at this. We're at a good level right now. We got a good support level. See how right here? It's already forming a base. Look at all that chop zone right here. And let's see what we got here. We got these two tops right here. Top, choppy zone. That's good support, okay? But when you actually break through a good level of support, then it can really drop, okay? Because it's like we're all holding on to these levels. 64,000, it's a good choppy zone that it should be supported. But if it falls below that guaranteed level of support, then it's really going to turn ugly. Yeah, this is a really strong support level, but it does not mean that it will hold. You can see it better from this angle right here. Two tops, chop zone, support. This is the support line. If we fall below, we still have support here, here. So we still actually do have some support. Well, at like 50 or so, but it could grind its way down a little bit lower, okay? Oh yeah. We could grind our way down on Bitcoin. But on a positive note, the stock markets are up. And a falling Bitcoin price is not in line with the David Hunter melt-up hypothesis, which is one of the main individuals that I follow, David Hunter. Okay, this guy's been right every step of the way. I've been following him for over 20 years. Just like, same with Gregory Mannarino. I've been following him for probably 20 years. So David Hunter, Bitcoin should take part in the melt-up, as well as cannabis, as well as everything, okay? When you get a melt-up, pretty much everything goes up. So like I said, a falling Bitcoin price, a Bitcoin price of 42,000, like I said, is not in line with the David Hunter melt-up. So, we might not even go, Bitcoin might not even go down anymore. Like I said, we're hitting a double bottom right now. Okay, the Dow Jones is up 372 points today. S&P 500 is up, and then the NASDAQ is up as well. NASDAQ is up 225. We see TeraWulf stock almost at $18 a share. TeraWulf. WULF. Ray White, possibly 38K. Take off the hat. You're not 17 anymore. $2. Can I get up and down stock? Can I get up and down stock? James, what do you mean? Confidence has grown since shave the head. You think so? I think I look good. I think that was a good suggestion by you guys. And I'm just lucky enough that you guys actually got into it and you paid me a little bit of money and made it worthwhile and much more exciting for everyone, I think. So thank you for the donation yesterday. We got $93. I can't even hardly believe this. $93 in one day. That's how much I make in 1 month on YouTube. For real. I make about $100 a month. But we got that much in one day just because I shaved my head. We got to start doing some more challenges too. I got to do something else now. Okay? He's right and you're following him, then you'll be right. Instead of calling John names, let me see it, make sure the comments are fully on. They were not. Yeah. All the comments were not on, but we were still getting a lot. I've got the 370,000 still. Their next suggestion will be clown makeup and a red nose. Okay, well, let's hope they don't do that. But if they give me enough money, I would probably do it. Clown makeup and a red nose. Okay. How much to shave the beard and eyebrows? I'm not doing the eyebrows. Dude, I can't do the eyebrows for less than 500, okay? And you're not going to pay the 500, so let's just leave it. Cuz the eyebrows, I would look like a freaking freak, bro. I would look like a freak. I'm not doing that. I work at Burger King. What do you think I want to deal with all the customers with no eyebrows? Like, "Hey, welcome to Burger King. Do you want a double Whopper? You want freaking fries with that shit, bro?" No, I'm not going to be doing that. For $500, maybe. But then I feel like a greedy asshole trying to ask for $500 to shave my eyebrows. So let's not even go there. Okay? I used to give out hundreds at a time on YouTube lives. Now he's broke. Wow. Yeah, guys, just if you guys do stuff like that, $20, $20, that's not going to break the bank. Don't give away too much. Most of your money is for yourself, for your wealth building, okay? Keep your money inwards, inside your family. But helping out a streamer here and there, especially if they give you encouragement and talk about different stocks and stuff, that can have some value right there. So, how about shaving your ass? No. So, gold price is down today. It really sucks, okay? Gold is down it dropped $78 an ounce, $78 an ounce. So gold is still at 5,149. So whenever gold goes through a big drop, just remember, we just broke out of the ascending triangle, okay? I told you guys that the ascending triangle was bullish. Now, look and see. This was the triangle right here. Okay? Triangle. There's the triangle. Breakout. The breakout, you can tell because we're above these levels. 1, 2, and now we are actually above. We broke out of the triangle. So now, like I said, we should be getting another surge here. We could trend downwards a little bit, but then we should get another surge. And then we should get more surges here that take us much, much higher above this level right here. Okay? So, what I'm doing with my money right now is I still believe that we are in a full-blown gold bull market, that I think we could easily go to 7,500 plus by the end of the year, okay? And yeah, we could get another crash. I think that we will get another crash, okay? But I think we're going to get another surge right now. Investors are eyeing this $5,600 level on gold, and they know that once we break 56, 8,000 is coming. So a lot of investors know that there are still massive profits to be made, but they also know that a day of reckoning is coming, and the economy could actually take a crap, okay? The economy is taking a crap. It's just, when is the stock market going to understand this? Okay? And the answer may be never. The answer is we don't really know for sure if we're going to get a crash. But we do know insiders can cause a crash, and they can take bets, and they can short, and this is probably coming. Probably going to get a crash 6 months or a year from now. Okay? But it's, for right now with my money, I'm in the markets, for real. I have probably about 80% of my money is fully in the markets. So gold, silver, platinum, oil stocks, gold stocks, and crypto. All right, that's all I got. That's what I invest in. Oil, gold, silver, crypto. And I invest in energy drinks too. But I bought more WTI. I think I bought 400 shares yesterday. 400. That brings my grand total up to an insane amount that I'm not going to tell you. You shouldn't tell anyone exactly how many of a stock you have, because then they will know and learn your account. But I just bought 400, okay? So that is, and I added that to my already massive stack of WTI. So guys, I'm serious. I'm serious about this one, WTI. These guys, if the price of oil and natural gas go up, this stock is going to be one of the main beneficiaries, okay? Because it's like a cheap oil and natural gas stock that's actually legitimate. They're actually making good money. They're not losing money, okay? And let's take a look at the chart real quick here, guys, which I always show you the chart on this one, but it looks like we're already moving back up, okay? W&T offshore, 257, okay? So we're stuck in this range, down, up, down, up, down. I think the next move is back up. I think we're going to 8 to 12 bucks. And you can see over here, what do we got? Shares outstanding, 148, but there's only 98 million in the float, according to Market Watch. Market cap is 388 million, which is good. And their financials are, look at how much they made there, almost $1 billion. But now we're back to 500 million, okay? But why do you think they made almost, they probably made a lot more money there because the price of gas was probably up. In 2022, they made a lot of money. So that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the price of oil to go back up. And this stock is going to surge, okay? What was oil back there in 2022? I think that's when it was starting to come back. It was high back then. Yeah, see? In 2022, oil was $113 a barrel. 113, okay? I think we're going to go back up there, and I think we're going to go even higher, okay? So this stock, it's totally dependent on the price of oil and natural gas, because that's what they deal in. So if you are like me and you can see a time in the future when oil and natural gas are higher, guys, this is a guarantee, because electric cars are not taking over quick enough to take us away from gasoline. That's what the bears say. Oh, it's all going to electric. We're not going to need gas anymore. They've been saying this for years. But electric cars are not taking over at the rate that is going to allow oil to fall, okay? Oil is going to skyrocket. It's going to do the opposite of what a lot of people think. Everyone's hoping that oil is going to go down, but it's not. It is not. Oh, he says oil is going to zero. No. Oil is not going to go to zero. It's going to blast off, okay? I got a sale on Exxon. ExxonMobil is too much money. Yeah. ExxonMobil? I don't like that at all, okay? It's $149 a share. It just skyrocketed. It just skyrocketed straight up. I really don't think it would be the time to buy it right now, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, it's a massive company. They're doing good. Their dividend is how much? Probably not a lot. It's a small dividend. Yeah, their dividend is only 2.7%. Petrobrazil is higher. Devon Energy is higher. Energy Transfer is much higher. Okay. Yesterday I just bought Giant Mining. BFGFF. BFGFF. I bought Giant Mining. Okay, added that to my stack. Very happy about that. So I've been buying penny gold stocks, penny oil stocks. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to buy these sub $5 stocks because they're not safe. Well, yeah, they've been told that they're not safe. But if you actually research and you figure out some of these stocks are making good money and they have cash on hand, they're not in any danger, okay? They're in an industry that's about to explode. buying cheap stocks is sometimes a way, way better option than buying more expensive ones. And that's what I do. I always look for the cheap ones, okay? I really don't like to buy any stocks that are over $20 to $25 because psychologically it's a detractor psychologically, okay? And if a stock has a massive market cap, then to me, it's already received a lot of its gains, and it doesn't have that much further to grow, you know? Oil and gas are a terrible technology. Yeah. It's a terrible technology that allows us to survive in the modern life and get to our jobs, you know, and it lets planes fly in the air. And it lets giant trucks mine for gold, you know. It's not a it's a cheap technology. There are better technologies, probably like electric, but for now, gas is going to be the number one, you know. Probably for the next 10, 15 years, gasoline is going to be number one. Gasoline and natural gas, or oil and natural gas. Oil is the bomb. Yeah, everything's made out of oil. BR with me, dude. He's investing in BR. What was that one? It's a financial company. Broadridge Financial stock. It's dropping. I like that. $20 billion market cap. You know, you see, I don't care about a stock like that. What's the dividend? It's got only $1 dividend on a freaking $177 stock. So it's probably 4 dividends a year though, maybe. But so what? Pay a few bucks a year, $4, $5, $6 a year, maybe. Not terrible, you know. But what can it do? What's it going to do? Is it going to go up to $350, $400? I think there's bigger gains in other stocks, but that's just me. This is maybe a safe one that you want to invest in to build wealth over time, you know. Who knows? Oh, BE, not BR. Wow, I just fucked it. BE. Oh, that was the Bloom Energy. That thing is really skyrocketing. Like, I don't even want to buy that. Like, if I had it, I would sell half my position right now. It's hitting record highs right now. It's up 5%, you know, in one day. Well, it's what I would look for on Bloom Energy is obviously the level of 168, which happens to be where we are today. Okay, so if we go above 168, which is where we are right now, then we could go much higher. Okay, we're gonna be at a record high. So Bloom Energy looks good because of that, because it looks like it's about to break away to a new record. So that is one reason that it does look good. But I'm probably not going to buy it, and maybe I will miss out because of that. But there's something that's preventing me from buying it. I don't know what that is. It's my mind, you know. I just don't want it. But it is an energy company, so that's good. It is an energy company, so I do like that. But I don't know. Maybe he'll get me into it. Silver ETFs won't be worth anything if power grid goes down, would suggest physical. Well, I already have physical. If the power grid goes down, yes, but I don't think that's going to happen right now. I think we're going to be good for this year. I really do. I think the power grid's going to be good probably for the next couple of years at least. Okay? Looking beyond that, we don't know. But we got to keep an eye on the Iran situation. Okay? Bro. Hey, Bryson. Good to see you, buddy. Keep on investing and ask your parents about that, starting a stock trading account. Ask your parents if they can help you buy some silver online, okay? This is a young dude, I think, on here, and he wants to get into investing, okay? Good to see you, Bryson. You got to ask your parents about starting a stock account, okay? Guys, I work with Love's stock. I think he has aluminum fetish, but drinks from a stainless steel coffee mug. When the USA starts more problems with Iran, I believe silver will surge. Yes. First Majestic at 29.46, bought at 17. Yeah. Notice how the silver stocks are. Check out Silvercorp Metals too. These good silver companies are really doing well, even though silver is off of its all-time high. But how is First Majestic hitting a new record when silver is not hitting a new record right now? It's because these companies are so good. Everyone knows they're going to start reporting massive, massive earnings. Okay, I think First Majestic could easily go to 60, 65, 70 bucks, and we're not even at 30 right now. I think it should be at least 35 right now today. I think it's worth way more than 30 bucks. Way more. And Silvercorp Metals, let's check out Silvercorp Metals, okay? This is, everyone knows this is like my favorite silver stock. Silvercorp Metals is my favorite silver stock. I was telling you guys to buy it at around $2 or $2.50. And now we're at 13. Okay? God, it's just same with TerraWolf. I told you to buy TerraWolf at a couple bucks, and it's way up. It's same with AGQ. Same with frickin' everything, except the oil stocks are not doing that good yet. But that's to come. Okay? Everything comes in time. Remember, guys, I had to hold on to these silver stocks, and I had to wait a long time before my account frickin' tripled or quadrupled. Okay? It took a long time. Waiting is the key. So you got to buy these oil stocks like WTI, and then you wait. Okay? And I really think that WTI is a good one. I think that's going to do a 4 or 5x. Okay? Or more. And that's good money. That's real money. You're beating inflation massively. If you can do a 5x, you're beating inflation. That's all you need to do is beat inflation. But yeah, Silvercorp Metals, $13.19. Can you believe it? Yes, I can believe it. When it was at $2, I knew we were going up here. That's why I bought the options. That's why I bought the stocks. Okay? And so I have some options that are going to expire in a couple of months. So I'm just waiting until Silvercorp hits 15, 16, 17. And then there you go, I'm going to sell. And then I'm going to take that money. I'm going to buy crypto. If crypto is still down, I'll take that money and I'll buy oil. Okay, so if you have a lot of silver stocks, a lot of gold stocks, and you're making big money, you could trim a little bit off the top and buy a little bit of crypto and a little bit of oil, because oil still didn't go. All right, so I think it's appropriate to take a little bit of profit and then put that money into things that you're under allocated in. Okay, so if you have $100,000 of gold stocks and $5,000 in oil stocks, sell some of those gold stocks and buy more oil stocks. I think it's good right now to increase our position in oil. Okay. Another thing that's still way down is cannabis, but cannabis is coming back up a little bit today. Any updates on silver next few weeks? I think we're going higher. I don't really have any major updates, but I definitely think we're going higher because we just broke out of the ascending triangle. We could actually come back down and test the triangle again to see if we're going to go back and be bearish again. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think if it comes back down and tests it, I think it doesn't matter. It's going to go back up. So I'm very bullish right now on silver. Okay? Very bullish indeed. Check out my number one silver stock right now. 13.18. I told you guys to buy it back here, and now we're up here. We just broke out to a new high right here. I think we're going to keep going up somewhere to this area. All right? Just a matter of time. Matter of time. How much time? Probably not much. Okay? Not much. I do believe that we are in the melt up. This is going to last for another 6 months or so. I think we're going to see insane prices in silver, gold, oil, copper, lithium, nickel, stock markets. So I think we're going to see a big rise in the value of risk on assets. and then we're going to get a crash, and they're going to try to surprise us with the crash. They're going to give it to us at a time when they're most bullish. Everyone's going to be super bullish. Then that's how you know that the crash is coming. All right, so we got to keep an eye on that. I'll keep an eye on it for you so I can try to tell you guys days in advance of the crash. I'm going to do my best. All right. Thanks for representing and showing strong and smart financially. Thank you. It's very confusing. Why don't you compress your knowledge in a long video? Yeah, Exxon gave another $1.24 gains on shares. Wow. Yeah, but what do you think the dividends on WTI are going to be? It's going to blow ExxonMobil out of the water. It's going to blow it out of the water. Do you guys even understand what I'm saying? You don't. No, you don't. WTI does not pay a good dividend, but when the company is doing well, they pay what is called a special dividend. Special dividend. When these special dividends come back, they're going to be very, very good. There's going to be a lot of them. It's going to be a bunch of them. It's going to be way, way better than ExxonMobil, okay? For compared in terms of percentage. Not the dividend itself, but in terms of the percentage, based on the value of each share. It's going to be way bigger than Exxon. Exxon is nothing. The only reason you like it is because you know it's a big one and they tell you to buy it on the news, and Jim Cramer's probably all talking about Exxon and all that junk. Hurry up, and Jesus, the world's, put your hat back on, hurry up. We need an 800 number to call for, guests to ask questions. How did you get to 5,000 subs? It was a struggle. To get to 5,000 subscribers, I had to do videos every day for the past 3 years. And only recently did I start making ad revenue on YouTube. So I make $100 a month, make $100 a month on the Patreon. So I make $200 a month right now. So if you put in 3 years, hopefully you're going to be doing better than me. Okay, Bryson, I hope you're going to be doing better than me, because I put in so much time and effort, and just now it's starting to pay off. Okay, so don't quit. Don't quit. If you quit, never going to be worth it. You're never going to make any money. But if you keep on going, there's endless potential. YouTube is a way to get your face known to virtually the whole world. If you're good enough, if you're good, you know, I'm not that good, but I'm trying to get good. So repent and turn away from sin. Yes, I'm at 58 subs. 58, that's it? Okay, well, you got to just work harder, dude. I don't know how hard you work, but you got to do more videos. Once you can go live, you'll probably grow a little bit quicker. My channel started to grow faster when I did lives. 90% of John's followers are single women looking for eye candy. They're thirsty, and only I can quench their thirst. Well, that may be true. That may be true. So I've been wanting to buy JEPQ. It's got a monthly dividend, JEPQ. But at the same time, I don't like it. I just want to get something with a monthly dividend, you know? So I can make that the engine that feeds my Petro Brazil. I want to get something that pays a monthly dividend. Every month I'll take that money and put it into Petro Brazil, which is the real dividend stock. Devon Energy, $43.33. This is a really good one to put in your Roth IRA, okay? Devon Energy. Rio Tinto is still sitting at $98 a share. Wow. Virgin Galactic, Richard Branson's company, $2.54. First Majestic, $29.76. Wow. I told you guys this is a good one. I was like loading up. I bought like freaking 700 shares of this one back when gold was crashing and silver was crashing. Gold Royalty, GROY. This is a good one, guys. GROY. It's a stock. It's going for $4. I think this one could easily hit $20. $20. That's going to be a massive gain. Just like I told you that fucking AG would rock it. GROY. It's one of the cheap gold stocks that I definitely think is good to load up on, okay? This one right here, WRN, Western Copper and Gold, okay? You guys notice I don't always bring a whole lot of new stocks to the channel because you don't need to. These are the best ones, okay? WTI, Western Copper and Gold, Cosmos Energy, Ring Energy, Silvercorp Metals, First Majestic. You don't need a whole bunch of new ones all the time to try to hype up all these different random stocks. You stick with what is good, what is quality, what companies are making money, what companies are in the right industry, what companies have the most growth potential. That's what you stick with, okay? So I'm not always trying to bring in new stuff. I already believe I found the best ones, you know? Yeah, cannabis stocks are doing well today. Here's a good one. Woodside Energy, WDS. This thing is up to almost 20 bucks a share. This is a really good one. WDS. You definitely have to have that one in your Roth IRA, okay? Shit, the BITX. That's the 2x leveraged Bitcoin. I bet you this is going to look attractive now. I think a lot of people are probably going to be buying options on this one right now. BITX. Now, that's risky. That's very risky. But there's a lot of people out there that don't mind it, okay? DJT is down to $10 again. This is a good buy right here. DJT, Trump stock. It's a crap stock, but it's going to skyrocket in price. You guys will see what I mean in a number of months. And you'll say, why did that go up to $80? It doesn't make any sense. And I'll say, I know it doesn't make sense. And yeah, I'll say that. I'll say, I know. How did it go up so much? It doesn't make any sense. I wish I would have known that. You know, Avino Silver and Gold is up to $9 ASM. Avino Silver and Gold Mines. I told you guys to buy this one on my Patreon, okay? It's up to $9. I don't know where I bought it. Probably like $1. I don't remember. But probably pretty freaking cheap. Probably for $1. So I made a lot of money on that one. Endeavor Silver, EXK, Endeavor Silver, $13.29. Guys, even though gold is crashing, well, it's not really crashing, but even though, I mean, actually gold just popped up again. That's why the stocks just went up. See this? Just popped up again. Look at that. Boom. Nice, nice, nice. Tight. Once again, inverse triangle. Breakout, coming back down maybe to retest, but I do think we're going to go up. So if you want to make money, guys, this is it. He says Brazilian oil. Yes, Petro Brazil. #1 stock, Petro Brazil. It truly is a waiting game, okay? You know, I've been holding on to Petro Brazil for a while. I've heard about Petro Brazil stock from a guy named Rick Rule, and I believe that he let this one out. He let it slip. It's really only for his prime paying members, but he let this slip. He let it slip out that he holds it. I think he accidentally said it. He said Petro Brazil, and I looked it up and I was like, oh shit, why did this guy tell us about Petro Brazil for free? I think he let it slip. So ever since then, I've been researching Petro Brazil, and I noticed that this is the good one. This is the one you want, okay? Right now, it's about $16 a share. I think we go up to $120. And I'm going to collect dividends the whole freaking way up to $120, okay? And, you know, most of you don't believe it will happen or you don't care or whatever, but this is how money is made. You have to see the future, visualize the future. In the future, I see Petro Brazil at $120. Okay, so we have to accumulate now. Well, before it's 100, you don't want to be buying Petro Brazil at 120. You want to be buying it now at 16. Okay, this is how money is built on days just like today. This is when millionaires are made. All right, when you're buying these stocks today. Sundial is up. Bitfarms is up 14 cents. TeraWulf is up to 17.84. Platinum Group Metals is up to $2.53. This is a good buy right here, Platinum Group Metals. I keep bringing back the same shit. WTI, Petro Brazil, Silvercorp Metals, Platinum Group Metals, Western Copper and Gold. This is it. This is one of the good ones right here. PLG. If you want to get into platinum, okay, it's not a good company, but I do believe that is a very volatile stock. It's very tradable. It's going to be pumped up. It's got pump potential. PLG. I have in the low thousands of this one. Like I have maybe $3,000 worth of this one. So you cannot be afraid to go in on these penny stocks. If you were afraid to buy Silvercorp Metals at $2.50, then you're never going to be able to sell it at $13.25. You cannot be afraid. You got to fight your fear, okay? Fight your fear. Barrick Gold's right back up to $50, okay? Right back up there. See, I said, guys, there's nothing to worry about on your gold and silver stocks. Right back up. It's only a matter of time until Barrick Gold hits $80 to $100 a share. Okay? Only a matter of time until we get rich. Hut Mining is up to $59 a share, but Marathon Digital Holdings is only $8. I think Mara is the bargain here, and I think Hut is not. But we'll see. Time will tell. C3AI is down to $10 a share. You can truly tell that we are not in a fully risk-on environment when AI stocks are crashing, okay? I am Gold, $23 a share. New Gold, $12.39. Silvercorp Metals up to $13.25. My options are flying right now. They're red hot, bro. My option calls are red hot on Silvercorp. Bro, what W&T is a fly-by-night company? I worked with them in the Gulf of America for years. It's a fly-by-night company that's been around for how many years? And they're profitable, okay? How is it a fly-by-night company? When they have almost a $400 million market cap, the revenue is over $500 million. Their EBITDA is $133 million. So, and of course, their EBITDA is not going to be insane because the price of oil and gas is low. But these guys are legit. It's not a fly-by-night company. These guys legit are processing oil, you know. It's legit. So I don't know why you're not into them. I've made plenty of money on WTI before. Last time I sold was 2 or 3 years ago. Probably close to 3 years ago was the last time I sold WTI, and I made a lot of money. And then I'm buying it now, and then I'll probably be selling it in 3 or 4 years from now, and I'll just make a killing, you know. And I'm going to collect the special dividends. Yeah, they're not a fly-by-night company. They have released special dividends. It's not. Yeah, this guy is stupid. He's not with it. It's a meme stock. DJT is definitely a meme stock. Why do I think Petro Brazil will go that high up to $120? Well, it went up to $80 before when oil was surging, and now we're in a new era, and I think oil is going to surge much higher. And I think we're going into a commodities-driven super cycle. So I think commodities are going to be one of the main beneficiaries in the next 10 years. W&T is a fly-by-night company. He says he worked with them for years. Why'd you work with them for years? They paid you a salary? They paid you salary to do your job for years, but yet they're a crap fly-by-night company. But you worked for them. Why did you agree to work for them? And they were paying your check, you know? Must not be that bad of a company if they were paying your bills. Okay? Can we get a shout out to my father, Bronco Warrior? You said next time I come to you, you throw me a wrench. I don't know what you're talking about, this wrench thing, though. He loves the chain, yeah. You and me both. Yeah, shave the head. See if we can get a few more viewers. Take the hat off. I was third party with W&T. Third party? So they didn't hire you directly? They used like a temp service? What? Third party. To be a mod. Frank, you think people don't work for companies that they disagree with? They do, but I'm telling you, it's a real company. If you really worked for them and you got paid by them, you know, you don't know offshore. Okay, fine. Yeah, I've been. What are the chances that some dude in here pops in here and he actually worked for this penny stock company? The chances are very low. That means that most likely you didn't work for them. But there is a chance, it's probably like 1 in 100 and 1 in 500,000 that you actually did work for them. Probably 1 in 500,000 or a little bit less maybe. Highly doubt you worked for them. But nevertheless, it is possible, okay? Goats are loving creations. Yeah, I like goats. Goats are really cute animals. W&T is a big on the shelf. It's big on a shelf. I don't know if this guy knows what he's talking about. Silver is the goat of precious metals. What about platinum, though? But yeah, silver definitely is the goat. But I think platinum is a close second. All right. Silver's been manipulated for years. Silver should be at $200 an ounce right now, but because it is manipulated, it's not. Ultra deep water. Deep water drilling. Looking lean chicken, broccoli, rice. Yep. I'm lifting. I've been lifting. I want to frame mog the ASU frat leader. Get him back. I want to get him back for Clav. My body fat percentage? Why don't you guys tell me? Because I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you think it is? 5%? 7%? Just visualizing how I look in the mirror today, I think my body fat is probably between 7 and 9%. Yeah. I think I'm somewhere around 8% body fat. If I cut down to 4.5, I'll look like a totally different animal. So I'll be doing a cut. I'm going to be doing a cut. Probably as soon as the weather starts to warm up, I'm going to cut and just totally transform my physique. I'm going to be looking like a beast when I get on this cut. All right? Looking like a beast. Somewhere around 20%. No, you're lying. I am way less than 20%. Okay? Some 10%, that ain't 7%. Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about if you think I'm 20% body fat. I think we should ask Greg Doucette. The leanest bodybuilders in the world are around 5%. Some of them less, yeah. Some of them cut down to 3%. But bodybuilders are 7% for shows. Well, what about Andreas Munzer? That guy was like 1%. Ronnie Coleman said that his body fat was like 0 or 0.33 or something like that. He says I'm jacked anyways, though. Okay, thank you. I want to get my abs coming out a little bit better. So, yeah, dude, I could lose a little bit more body fat and my body would look, I think, a lot better. The abs, I want to get crazy looking abs. So, you said I can be a moderator. You literally die at 2%. He's wild. Well, yeah, Andreas Munzer, he was like 0%, and he didn't die. You don't always die at 2%. No. But it's much more likely that you will die or have a heart attack or something like that, yes. And you don't stay at 2%. Bodybuilders don't stay at 2-3% all year. They only do that for like a couple of days, a week, you know, or a couple of weeks. That's it. So that's how they can do it. If you want to maintain 2%, you will die, yes. But you might live longer than you think too. Okay? If you can get down to 12 to 15, that's good. I think I'm 8%, 8, 9. I really do. I think you could beat Ronnie Coleman's ass in a UFC. Anyone could beat up Ronnie Coleman. Anyone. I'm not having any vegetables right now. After I eat this, I'm going to make eggs. Dow's up. Gold 51.69 today. He thinks I'm around 10. Okay. Okay. I think you are pretty accurate. Trying to build more muscle everywhere, you know. I want to get more shoulders put on. I want to get more tricep, more bicep. Basically, I want to get bigger everywhere. I might do squats today. Do some squats with the backpack. I just can't wait till spring though. Then that's when the real work starts. And I was thinking about streaming on Kick because that's where Clavicular streams, and he does $100,000. He makes $100,000 a month. But obviously, I'm not going to make that much. But maybe I can make good money if I stream on Kick. So I'm going to try it out and download Kick and see if I can stream on there. Maybe. Taking any steroids yet? Steroids? I've done a couple of things in the past, yes, that I have ordered. And I think most of them were fake, okay? I've ordered Superdrol a few years ago, and I think that was fake. I took it. It did absolutely nothing, okay? I ordered D-Ball. It did absolutely nothing, like literally nothing. I didn't gain any weight, no strength, nothing. So I think it was just sugar pills, and you're not going to get your money back on these websites. They'll never give you your money back. They're a complete scam. I ordered Tren once, and I think that was fake. But once I ordered Test, and that was real. And I did it for a couple months. I got up to 193 pounds. So if I actually got on like a real cycle, I could get over 200, 215 pounds, and I would look like a monster, you know. But you can't trust getting gear anywhere because it's all fake, and you never know what's in it. It's all made by underground labs. So that's why I'm just deciding to stay natty. And I'm not going to, you can get SARMs, but you shouldn't do SARMs without Test. Okay. So that's just why I'm staying natty, because I can't get Test. If I could get on like 250 milligrams of Test, then I would order some SARMs, and then I could make it like a good steroid cycle with mixing Test and SARMs. But it's just, I don't have a source, you know. And they don't have Gold's Gym anymore. All the roid heads used to be at Gold's Gym. So I can't join a Gold's and look for roid heads, you know. Not all veggies turn into high carbs. Nice 14K chain. This is 10. It's only 10. But it's still worth 5,000. 140 tees you. John's gold, silver, and muscle. Gold, silver. 140 test. I'm a high carb. I like low carb just because it's easier to stay ripped on a low carb diet. Jeez, that's crazy light. The sun's coming through. High carbs are good for gaining weight, building muscle, but I just don't like to have too many carbs. We can tell you're natural. Yeah, bro, you should sell steroids. We need a good supply. Meat and eggs. This guy's from Portugal. Okay. Gold pulling back now a little bit. It's almost 4 o'clock here. Yeah. Days like today are when millionaires are made, when it seems like nothing is happening. Days like today are when you need to take that risk. If you guys don't have any silver, order some silver online. Buy some silver. This guy's in India. Do you notice any effect taking creatine? Yes. Oh yeah. Creatine. Creatine is the most powerful. It's the most powerful natural supplement you can get. Creatine will help you gain weight. With me, if I go on creatine, I'll gain about 7 pounds at the most. So it definitely will gain weight. And then I'll get much stronger and I'll look much fuller. Right now, I am not on creatine. I was taking a little bit, like here and there, spotty. But now I don't have any. I'm out. I haven't taken any creatine in a week or two. And when you stop creatine, you will lose that extra 4 or 5 pounds within a week or two. The creatine will get out of your system. You really got to load up on creatine if you want it to work. You got to take at least 5 grams a day, at least. And if you want creatine to have the most effect, you have to drink it with water and a sugary beverage pre-workout. You take it with like grape juice or whatever pre-workout, and that grape juice will help it get into the muscle more, the sugars. You got to take it with some sugars. I'm not taking it because I don't want to spend the money on it right now. I just bought a whole bunch of Pokemon cards, so I'm not trying to. I just spent $108 on an Alakazam. I just bought a Rocket's Trap as well for like $40. Because that was one of the best cards back in the day, a Rocket's Trap. You flip a coin. If you get heads, you choose 3 cards in your opponent's hand at random, and you shuffle them back into his or her deck. It's insane. Okay? It's an insane card. If you get a heads, they're screwed. They're screwed. Then they could run out of cards in their hand, and they're just drawing off the top of their deck, top decking. They don't have any cards. You're just going to destroy somebody like that. They don't even have a chance. What are you eating? Did you take smelly dump today? Wow. What a noob. I meant, I meant, sorry, I meant it's 11:56 here. It's not 4, it's 11:56, okay? Does creatine make your face fat at all? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll make you look completely different. It'll make your face blow up. If you take a lot of creatine and a lot of carbs and you're eating a lot and you're bulking, your face will get bigger. Yes, you will look like a totally different person, for sure. You'll absorb water in your face everywhere. The creatine will make water absorb everywhere. He says, no, it will not. Well, it's done that with me, yes. Even when I worked at I was making pacemakers. I was taking a lot of creatine. I was taking a supplement called Carnivore Mass, which had 5 grams of creatine in there. Lots of carbs, lots of proteins, lots of calories. After taking that, within 2 or 3 weeks, my face just blew up. And the Polish ladies that I worked with, they're saying, your face looks big. You look totally different. Okay? So yes, the creatine will blow up your face. A little bit, yeah. If you're doing it right, it will. If you're taking it with enough water, it'll blow you up. It should. 1 gram of carbs absorbs 3 grams of water. Yeah, absolutely. That's why if you take carbohydrates, it's going to help you be more full. Carbohydrate. The hydrate means related to water, you know. It helps hydrate your body. So creatine plus carbs, yeah. This guy says creatine doesn't make your face fat. I believe it does. I've taken it and I've had feedback from other people that were in my presence while I was on it. And they said that it made me look different and my face looked bigger. And it was actually like swelling my face a little bit. But I was probably taking a lot of creatine at that time, probably 10 grams a day. My great-grandmother passed a boatload of gold down from the Holocaust. Should I sell it or continue to hold? I'm not going to advise you for free, so let's just skip that one, you know. We're not going to try to give anyone financial advice for free. So give a donation or something. I think 50 cents would be good, and I'll answer your question. 50 cents is good. Anything with carbs and creatine will clean out the bad plaque. Carbs and creatine will clean out the bad plaque. I never heard that before. Will the creatine cause erectile dysfunction? Ooh, that's a good question. Yes, no. Creatine does not cause erectile dysfunction. That's not even a myth. That's like nothing. No one's ever even said that before, I don't think. But no, it doesn't. It doesn't. If anything, I think it helps. Okay. So no, with this guy talking about now, hold the gold. He says hold it, okay? That guy says hold it. I think that's probably pretty good advice, okay? That's probably extremely amazing advice. That's all I'm going to say. Probably amazing. All right? But there are other things you should do that you should pay me to tell you. For example, is gold the only asset you hold? If it is, then you're going to want to ask more detailed questions about what you should do. Should you sell some of that gold to diversify? That's really the question you should be asking, is what other assets do you have, and should you sell some of your gold to diversify? That's really where it's at. But holding the gold would be okay, yes, but there are better things. Okay? So, if your blank is 3 inches, how is your wife 9 deep? I don't want to get comments like that because it could hurt the algorithm, okay? I'm going to put him in a timeout, put user in timeout for 5 minutes. I had ED because of carbs and creatine pills with the estrogen. With the estrogen, go crazy. Hi. Yeah, it's not, I mean, if you start eating a super high bulking diet, it may increase your estrogen because you're going to store more body fat. Body fat produces estrogen. Okay? I don't know, I forget how it does it, but yes, if you have more body fat, it's going to lower test and produce more estrogen. Okay? But it's not the creatine. It's not the creatine doing it. But yeah, too many carbs over time can affect your hormones. Yeah. Especially if it's causing a weight gain. Definitely it's going to affect your hormones in a negative way. So I'm a believer in low carbs, like moderate to low carbs. That's really what I do. I don't believe in a high carb diet except for brief periods of time. For short periods of time. I believe in carb cycling, much like Tom Platz said. I think you should cycle your carbs, okay? If you want to get a little bit more muscle, a little bit more fullness during part of the year, increase the carbs. And then when you want to get cut, you want to be healthy, fewer carbs. Visceral body fat does increase estrogen. Oh, yeah, that's what I said. Sure. Can you pay me to watch you? I mean, I need the money. All you need is 150 minutes of cardio a week and eat lots of protein. All right, buddy. Yeah. 100 grams of carbs a day. That's what this guy does. Remember the show Mr. ED? I never seen that show. Mr. ED? No, I never seen that. 12:02 here in Fairbanks, Alaska. 12:02. Stock market is closed. Yep, stock market closes at 12 here in Alaska. So, oil today is basically flat. Gold is down. The VIX is down because the market went up, so that's good. But yeah, Apple is up 2%. The Dow Jones, yeah, we're doing good, guys. We're doing good. Nvidia is up a little bit too. So, the markets are doing good today. I take around 55 grams of creatine a day and 35 milligrams of Reta, R-E-T-A. I don't know what that is, but I heard that clavicular is on Reta and it makes you lose fat or something. Reta. Let's take a look at what Reta is. Thanks, Jesus. R-E-T-A, Reta supplement. Reta supplement. Is it a peptide? Melts fat, but at a cost. What? Melts fat, but at a cost, warn experts. However, research suggests that the drug, which is developed by makers of Manjaro, may come with concerning side effects, including bone fractures and kidney issues. No, you don't want to take that shit, bro. I think that's a lot, too. You said 35? I think 35 is a lot. Yeah. Early trials of Reta revealed that users could lose up to a quarter of their body weight in just under a year. I think it just kills your appetite, you know? The people that say that they're on Reta, they just don't eat as much. Why don't you just stop? You can just not eat as much without taking Reta. Okay? This is for the lazy people. The lazy people take this stuff. Lazy people use drugs, okay? Unlike other weight loss jabs, this drug not only reduces appetite, but also speeds up metabolism. You know what else speeds up metabolism? Working out, adding muscle, okay? So, yeah, you can be lazy and just take drugs, or you can actually put in the work. And then if you actually put in the work, that's going to make your bones stronger. That's the opposite of what Reta does to you, which just said it can cause bone fractures, okay? So it's not good. You should not go to the drugs. That is a low IQ move, okay? Low IQ move. That means you're not smart. That means you're dumb. Because you don't care about the health of your body. It means your IQ is probably 85, 90, 92, somewhere in that range. If you're willing to take these drugs because it doesn't take a genius to figure out that these drugs are not good for you. Okay? If you had any intelligence at all, you wouldn't take them. So, bro, how do you know your gold chain is real and you don't get scammed? Oh, I tested it myself. You can get a test kit right online. It's called an acid test kit, okay? So just buy one on eBay, bro. It's called an acid test kit. 20 grams should be your max creatine. 20 grams of creatine a day is a ton, okay? 55 grams is too much. Just wanted to say that. Goodbye. Yeah, this is a fitness channel, bro. We're all about getting ripped and getting rich. It's a channel for building muscle and for becoming rich. So we talk about investing in things like Pokemon cards, all right? If you want to get rich, this is the channel for you. Kobe from KC Trades, he says bald. Yeah. My members gave me $93 if I shave my head. So here it is. I got $93 for shaving it. So like I said, I made as much money yesterday as I make all month on YouTube. No thanks to you. No thanks to you. But yeah, I made a lot of money yesterday just for shaving my head. This guy says, I don't take Reta. The biggest scare with creatine is kidney stones and balding, but no evidence. I don't think creatine will cause balding at all. No, I don't think. But maybe, yeah, I don't know. I have never seen research that said that creatine makes you go bald. Never. Okay? I eat baby squirrel for a quick protein snack. I don't take Retta. Whoever takes Retta is stupid. Yeah, don't take that stuff. Anyone would get creatine-related issues if you don't drink a lot of water. Yes. You have to take your creatine with water because the muscle, you're trying to absorb all that. The creatine wants your body to absorb all that water. It's going to suck all the water in your body to your muscles, okay? So the creatine is going to make your muscles prioritize water storage and energy storage. If you're taking creatine without that water, it's going to suck a lot of the water from your organs, from your lower intestine specifically, and take it into the muscle. So yes, one cause, you can get constipated. If you take too much creatine without the water, I believe you will become constipated. So very, very important to eat or drink a lot of water. Man, creatine made me bald. You really think creatine can make you bald? I got fast calorie workout by finding chewed gum under tables and getting the extra chews. It makes you crazy strong and athletic. Get out of here. Another lost nearly a third of their body weight. Yeah, Retta really makes you lose fat, but it's not really a good idea to take it, All these drugs are terrible. Kobe, I've seen TerraWolf shoot up. Yeah. If you want to get massive gains, you're going to hurt your body, okay? A lot of these bodybuilders, they end up dropping dead. They die way too soon. This is a famous Mike Mentzer pose. He's like this. Posing is an art form, all right? The beginning, none of this is good for you. However, I have done a lot of research. No, I'm not eating jerky, no. I'm going to take my vitamins now, so. Good. Why not have a little bit of pre-workout too? I'm going to hit up the legs a little bit, I think. I'll do legs. Just because, just because. I want to get those frickin' gains. I want to get some results, So, let's train legs. A little bit of a pre-workout. I wanted to train forearms too. Maybe I'll do legs and forearms today. That's good. That's good. Thanks, everybody, for being in here with me. I appreciate it. Steroids kills people. Yeah. I said none of this is safe. You're not a doctor. You don't know what's going in your heart or body. Well, you take it. For anyone wondering, you need around 1,000 grams of protein a day to get any type of gains. 1,000 grams of protein? Now that's going to give you kidney stones. Oh, yeah. If you take a gram... 1,000 grams, you're going to be constipated and you're going to have major kidney problems because all that protein has to go through the kidneys. Over time, it's going to wreak havoc on your body, and you're going to become a shell of a man. Imagine dry scooping collagen. That'd be sick. Got the vitamins. No one takes 1,000 grams of protein. No. Nobody. Even the pros, the highest they'll go is about 400 grams. Yeah. I'm getting kind of low on my vitamin D, so that means I'm going to take less. I'm going to take 5,000 IUs instead of 10,000. And actually, this has vitamin D in it too, so I'm getting a little bit extra. Shit. I'm almost out of calcium. That means I'm going to have to eat a lot of sardines before I actually re-up on another bottle of calcium. Which is okay. Sardines are just good. They're good. Here's the D-ball. Diana ball. Help you get big, all right? $5 to eat that packet. All that trash you only need is protein and creatine. Magnesium. I'm starting to get low on a lot of my vitamins. Yeah, I'm getting low. 19 people in the house. Thanks everyone for watching. 1.5 body weight heavy workout day. What are the vitamins and supplements you take? I just take your basics, like a multivitamin, calcium, magnesium, zinc, selenium, chromium, vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin E, all just the normal basics. All right, and I also take dandelion extract from time to time because they say that it kills cancer. I take wheatgrass juice. I take barley grass juice. I take a lot of supplements. I take a lot, actually. But yeah, all you really need is you should have enough sodium, potassium for proper hydration. Just take your basics and you'll be good. You don't need all kinds of crazy supplements. All right. Do you think I'm no expert by any means. I'm just saying what I know based on many users who have done all the blood work. Fear and greed, something. Do you think the fear and greed index will go down again? It is down. It is down. What the heck, bro? What is it? It is down today. Let's check it out. Let's check out what it is. Coin market cap. The fear and greed index is at 11. So yeah, it's way down. So that's your buy signal. We're getting buy signals right now. The market cap of crypto is 2.2 trillion. That's incredibly low right now. Incredibly low. I think it's less than the market cap of Nvidia. That's just one company. Okay? Wait until they start putting crypto in people's 401ks. The market cap of crypto is going to balloon up to 20 billion or 20 trillion dollars. But first, as I have said, the crypto market cap will hit 10 trillion first. Obviously. It's got to hit 10 trillion before we hit 20 trillion. And then it's going to hit 30 and 40 trillion. We're going to see things that you guys never even knew was possible. Okay? I drink my own pee. Wow. You don't get jacked like John with Flintstones vitamins. No. Flintstones vitamins are all created in a lab. Okay? So the Flintstones vitamins are for parents to get their kids that are, the parents don't research. They don't know. They don't understand. So, oh yeah, Flintstones. The kids will eat them because they're Flintstones. No, those vitamins are all made in a laboratory. Literally, those Flintstones vitamins will do more damage to your internal organs than anything. Okay? It's already been proven that vitamins that are created in a laboratory are not good for you. All right? So yeah, that's true. So, and John Jones wasn't even big. All-Star, look at All-Star something. What do you mean All-Star? Is that a crypto? It's good. Can you explain how gallbladder works? When I fast for 3 days, I get diarrhea with bile. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, I can't explain how the gallbladder works because I don't know. That's an area that I don't actually research. I have no idea how the gallbladder works. But I can speak to the fact that you are getting what did you say it was? I can't see your question anymore. That's why it happens if you don't leave a super chat. I can't see your question because the other one. You got to leave a super chat if you want to ask these questions, guys. I don't give a shit. I'm not even going to look that up now. Even though I can definitely speak to the fact of fasting, and I can speak to the fact that you're having these issues. I know exactly why, okay? But I'm not even going to get into it. I don't care to help you unless you give a super chat. Let's go. Guys, Tiny, no doubt. Or whatever he took, he said he ate a horse meat. Fruity Pebbles. Bro, something is a growth hormone. Going to explode your arm organs. I wouldn't touch GH, LOL. We going to keep this going forever if don't stop, bro. God bless. Yeah, GH. Growth hormone. I mean, yeah, if you take too much growth hormone or MK677, it's going to make your gut distended. So it's called Palumboism. All started with Dave Palumbo. Took so much GH that his gut just blew out. Same as Big Lenny. Big Lenny had his gut blow out too. Probably has a combination of a tumor in there, plus massively oversized organs. Yeah. I have a 68 IQ. If you have a 68 IQ, you can't type. You can't write that. Okay? You're not smart enough to write the word have. Maybe you could write I, but you can't count to 68. And then putting IQ capital letters, no. If your IQ was 68, you probably would have did lowercase, and you probably would have spelled have wrong, and you would have probably spelled IQ wrong as well. Okay? It's not real growth. Sir Million does. Lenny died. Yeah, big Lenny. He did. He did. I didn't even. He's dead. Okay. Yeah, the Del Rey Misfits. Those guys are funny dudes. But yeah, he's dead. Okay. Yeah. See, everybody knows about the Del Rey Misfits. Those guys blew up. Okay. About the guy with the freaking diarrhea. Where was he? What was the question about? He said he had diarrhea or something. When I fast for 3 days, I get diarrhea with bile. Yeah. I wouldn't even suggest to you that that is related to your gallbladder. Your gallbladder is always involved in processes within the body, maybe cleansing. But you know, the reason that you're having the problems is because your body is detoxing. When you stop eating, your body goes into detox mode, so you're going to be having problems. You're going to feel weird. You're not going to feel quite right. And your body is going to want to clean out all of the crap that's stuck inside of you. Okay? So when you fast, that's the best thing that can happen. So if you start to feel bad, this is good. Okay? It just means your body's detoxing, all right? So it doesn't mean that the fasting is bad. And your gallbladder will actually rejuvenate and become healthier. For sure. Let's see what the gallbladder does. The gallbladder stores and releases bile, a digestive fluid that helps break down fats, helps break down the fats. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But your body's got to cleanse itself. So that's the issues that you're having. You're obviously not eating right, man. If you're not taking enough fiber or creatine, I'd try SARMs if you really want to fix that issue. SARMs. No. I'm not a big fan of SARMs by themselves, because that's just stupid. If you take SARMs, then your natural test is gonna drop. And guess what? Your test is gonna drop. You're not gonna have any estrogen. Okay? So if you take SARMs, it's the equivalent of taking like a Superdrol or a designer steroid alone without test, which is terrible for you. You want to always combine SARMs with some level of test, at least 75 to 100 milligrams a week. Okay, and you want to go with either a test cypionate or a test enanthate. You don't want to go with test suspension because that's only going to last in your system so long. It's going to spike your test. Okay, so you want to go with a test E. I think is the best one in my opinion. I take baths with protein powder. Nothing like some D-ball. Yeah. D-ball converts to estrogen at an insane rate. So you got to take your Aromasin or whatever with your D-ball. Because if you take D-ball by itself, you will get gyno. It's pretty much a guarantee. If you're taking more than 5-10 milligrams of D-ball a day, eventually you'll get gyno. So, yeah, the gallbladder releases bile when you stop eating so much fat. It just has used... But yeah, I mean, you got to give the gallbladder a break. That's what fasting is. You're giving all of your internal organs a break. So fasting should be done. It should be done once a month or every couple of months. Your neck green, human centipede might... How fast can I run? I can run at 38 miles an hour. No. How fast can I run, bro? Probably 17. 17 and a half, something like that. I really don't know, but probably right around there. But Usain Bolt can go about 30. And that's crazy. But he's from Africa, so he's got the genetics for it. So try 12. 12 is too slow. I could run 17 easy. I could beat you, bro. I can run faster than you. Bitcoin 64,000 right now. ETH 1850. So ETH is coming down nice. Solana definitely coming down nice. 78 bucks. I will start buying Solana when it goes probably below 50. I'm probably gonna buy some Solana. But it's still way too pricey right now. Dogecoin 9 cents. I'd like to see Doge at 7 or 8. Ideally, we see Doge come down a little bit more. He's from Jamaica. Oh yeah, he's from Jamaica. Okay, Jamaica, same thing. He's got the good genetics from Jamaica, Africa. They got good genetics for endurance. They got the right muscle fibers. It's all in their DNA, okay? Let's stream the race when we can collab. I got to collab with somebody. You can speak to the aliens. Wow. So I think silver's still open. Let's check out the price, or gold. Come on. Gold down, silver down. But yeah, nothing's happening. Solana... good buy right now. Anything below 100 is good. I'm waiting below 50. I think it's too expensive right now. Yeah. I think Solana could go as low as 20. But my real prediction is that we're probably not going to go much below 35. I think the buyers are really going to start to step in at around 35 bucks for Solana. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting to buy that one. Good genetics for... I bought at 105 and sold at 230. That's good. You're making money then. You more than doubled your money. There. Good job, My Music. You got to ban those guys. We can't have people running amok just commenting all kinds of stuff like that. Okay? These guys are trying to get to me. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to get to me. And I'm not going to let it happen, okay? I take a lot of D-ball and Manstradol. I don't know what that is. There's no such thing as Manstradol. It's called Masteron, bro. Mast. I think they make a Masteron enanthate, which is really good for getting your cut up, hard look. Grainy, hard, solid, muscular look. A good cycle would just be test and Masteron, you know. I would say, you know, it's different for everybody. But if you want to do 300, 350 test, combine it with 300 Masteron, you're going to be looking hard, okay? Where do you buy test? I don't. It's illegal. You can't buy test. Yeah, you can't. But there are some places where people go, but you never know if it's real or not. There's one that's called Eroids, but I think but the majority of it's going to be fake. And if they get, I think the reviews are all fake as well. Okay. One time I may have purchased something from Eroids and it was fake. So I left a review. The administrators deleted my review. Okay. So it's all a scam. Yeah. Online steroids, it's pretty much all a scam. It's like 90% fake. Which it sucks for people that really want to get big. They really want to compete. They want to step on stage and they're buying fake gear. So it's not healthy at all. You know, it's not a good industry to get into. It's all just scammers trying to take your money. That's what the fitness industry is. So you got to try to be above that level. TRT legally, but might not be worth. No, if you get TRT, it's not going to be a lot. They're only going to give you like 75 or 100 milligrams a week. So it's not worth it to get TRT because what the fuck are you going to do, you idiot? Are you going to save up your TRT and just tell your doctor, oh yeah, I'm taking it, but it must not be working? You're just going to keep saving it up so that you can actually do a real cycle? Like, what is that? TRT is stupid if you're under 40. You know, it's dumb. Because you're not going to get the gains from a blast, but you will destroy your natural test and it will never come back when you go on TRT. It could come back, but if you're on TRT for a long time, you're going to have issues when you come off of it. So TRT is for life. I believe in blasting and cruising, okay? I don't believe in taking TRT. I believe in blasting and cruising, but I don't do steroids at all. But if I did, I would blast and cruise. That's what a lot of the pros did. They came off completely, you know. So you may go to your local gym and find the biggest dude. Yeah, if they listen to you, you know, you got to show them that you're willing to train. Show them how hard of a guy you are, you know. Show them that you're willing to go to failure, and then just maybe they'll help you out, you know. That's what SARMs and pro hormones are for. No. SARMs and pro hormones are stupid because they don't raise you will destroy your estrogen. If you take frickin' pro hormones, you will not have any estrogen, and therefore you will stop building muscle. You can't build muscle if there's no estrogen. Estrogen sensitizes androgen receptors, okay? So, yeah, you don't want to take pro hormones or SARMs alone, but all the kids are doing it. They're destroying their bodies. They're destroying their future potential to build muscle. Okay? SARMs alone is the worst thing you can do. LeBron. I've met some doctors that give way over needed amount, bringing people to 1,000 nanograms per deciliter. 1,000? Well, tell me where this doctor is, bro. I'll go to him. Tell me where that doctor is. Bling bling. No estrogen also ruins your joints. Okay, yeah. Right. Yeah, I mean, if you want to really get the ultimate physique, you should monitor your estrogen levels at least once a month or once every couple months when you're on cycle. I'm just trying to get my girl to let her friend ride it too. Yeah, well, good luck. Good luck with that. Okay? If you want that to happen, you got to become a top G. You know, if you really think, you know, you're going to get your woman and her friend in a threesome, it does not happen like that. You got to become a top G. That means you got to get status, you got to get money, you got to get a house, you got to get a super nice car, and you got to have something to offer these women, you know, free place to stay. Then maybe you can get a few women living with you and have some amazing life-changing experiences like that. But you got to become a top G like Andrew Tate if you want to get multiple women at the same time. Okay? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to become a top G. That's why I do the stocks, to become a top G. You know, this is no joke. I'm dead serious about this, about leveling up. You guys got to be too. Got to be serious about leveling up. I'm just trying to... So, if you take a lot of hormones, your body will stop producing them. Yes. Because your yeah, oh yeah, if you take testosterone, if you just cruise on it, your testicles will shrivel up like little peas. Okay? $18 viewers, guys. Thank you for 18 people watching my video right now. Can't thank you enough. You guys are making it all happen. You make it all worth it. How much money have you made from stocks? Well, I've made well over 100,000. So, I mean, it doesn't really tell you much just to say how much I've made. You know, a lot of the money that I made in stocks when I was younger, I don't have. You know, that money's long gone. It doesn't really do any good for me to tell you. You know, I could have made $1 million, but I have zero of it left. So asking me how much I've made on stocks is kind of a foolish question. But the answer is that I've made a lot, you know. I think it's a foolish question. But that's just me. So, does creatine give you bigger testes? No. I can't seem to find any type of good food in the back rooms. Man, that chain don't you favors top something. Market popped back up today. Yes. Yesterday the Dow was dropping big time. And today we're right back up. But we're still off the record highs on the Dow. It'll go back up there though. I think the Dow could hit 65,000 by summer, you know. Those are insane levels. That's insane. But I think it could become a reality. And then a big crash after that. What's the significance of Pokemon investing? Well, it all has to do with getting rich, making money. All right? If you want to get rich, you got to diversify into multiple assets. Pokemon cards have increased in value linearly nonstop for the past 25 years. So Pokemon cards have gone up just like the Dow Jones, just like the NASDAQ. So I think that they are a great place to diversify. 20 years from now, I think Pokemon cards are going to be way more expensive. So it's a good place to invest in. I don't think it's mandatory for the stocks to even... Well, trafficking woman... Yeah, okay. I don't know. What tip would you give someone to invest? Just to start. I would say just start. Just start investing, bro. And I would say look at silver, gold, oil stocks, gold penny stocks, and I would say definitely take a look at crypto too. I would say you got to get a Coinbase account and start buying crypto. Not Bitcoin, but I think you should buy ICP. All right, ICP. I think that is the best crypto out there. Way better than Bitcoin, way better than Ethereum, way better than Solana. All right, ICP, Internet Computer. So look that one up. That's your number one. Number two, order silver. Number three, start a brokerage account. Number four, start a Roth IRA. Number five, get a 401k. Okay, so that's your five rules. All right. If you don't remember, rewind this tape and watch it. 5 rules for you to start investing for that dude. So this guy says, "Hey, bro. Hey, bro. How much of your portfolio would you recommend to allocate into penny stocks?" Ooh, I would say a low percentage. Okay, that's our get rich quick money. So it shouldn't be a lot. Remember, with your get rich quick money, you could easily lose that. But what I do, I have an account for penny stocks. I put in $50 a week. I transfer $50 every week. So every two weeks, I usually will buy a stock. Right now, I'm up to 12 or 13 stocks. But I also have penny stocks in my main portfolio as well. Some penny stocks, I have thousands of dollars worth of individual penny stocks. I have multiple penny stocks that I have thousands invested in. And I have penny stocks that I have invested in and I have made thousands of dollars. But I would say 10, 10%. Okay? For most people, I would say invest 10% of your money in penny stocks. But then again, what is a penny stock? If you're saying any stock that's under $5, then I would say invest 20 to 30%. That's where I put a lot of my money is sub $5 stocks. But when I say penny stock, I'm talking about a stock that is worth pennies. So a stock that's worth less than $1. And to me, a penny stock, it's really stocks that are worth like a penny or 5 cents or like less. So to me, that's what a penny stock is. It's a stock that's worth pennies. And you should not invest a lot of money into penny stocks unless you're really young. Okay? But I do 10, 12, 13%. That's what I do in penny stocks. And crypto, I do about 8 to 10% crypto investing. Gold, I got about 30% in physical bullion. Maybe more. Maybe 40% in physical bullion. But then my biggest position is high quality dividend stocks and silver and gold miners, mid caps. And I think that's the way to build your portfolio. My portfolio has tripled like in the last year. So I'm doing better than a lot of these other YouTubers out here. These guys will tell you that they're making money, but they're not making money. Okay? I would not listen to this. Oh, we're going to ban you. Timeout. Lost LMAO. Well, I hope you go to your best life. Thank you, bro. I agree. I feel wise to invest in certain percent of your portfolio in higher risk assets. Yes. Spread it across multiple assets that many will fall, but if you just get one hit, you're going to be rich. Yeah, I agree. What up, bro? I'm back. Ray Fernando. Hey, good to see you, bro. Today we're just chilling out. All right. Trying to make some money. So far we made $2. $2. Thanks, guys. We got a $2 donation today. Really good. Not as good as yesterday. Yesterday we made $93. Hey, yeah, see ya, my music. See ya. You know I'm just going to be grinding on here for the next 3 days. I'm just going to be grinding, okay? So I'll be around. Good luck to you, though. Good luck to you. I'll see you. I shaved the head because my viewers paid me $93. So I shaved it. Getting bigger forearms. Yeah. I'll show you how to do a few forearm workouts in a minute. Pump those numbers up. Yeah. I'll show you how to do, I do wrist curls for forearms. I use a really heavy weight and I just curl it like this. I use a special technique though. I'll show you. Wow, I donated and didn't ask for anything. Yeah. Thank you. Most people do. Most people want something in return, you know. But I'm giving you as much as I can give you. I give you guys motivation. That's what I do. I try to give you guys daily motivation. And if I make money, good. If I don't, you know, then eventually I'll just have to quit and I'll move on to something else. That's all. I do what I got to do. It is what it is, you know. Wow. Bro, help me please. Help you with what? This guy's wow. Help you with what, dude? Do you want to know how to make the most money streaming? Yes. I do. I do. Please tell me. Please tell me, bro. I'm listening to your every word now. How do I make the most money streaming? Are you just going to leave me hanging, bro? He's not even going to tell me. Okay. Check this out. It's a 24 karat gold quarter. 24K. Nice coin. Nobody is giving credit to whom it's due to. Do you have any advice on getting good rest? Yeah. Don't drink as much caffeine. Okay? My advice for sleeping better is to stop drinking caffeine and, work out. Work out during the day, tire yourself out a little bit, and then read before bed. If you read before bed, I think that will make you tired. I like to read, and then it just kind of puts me to sleep. Grow some tatas. Yeah, that'll make me freaking a YouTube millionaire. But that'd be incredibly embarrassing, and it would not be worth it, and I'm not into changing the way that my body is, God made me into a man for a reason. I believe that my life was meant for something. And he didn't make me a woman. If he'd made me a woman, then my life would be meant for having children. For birthing children. But he made me a man for some kind of purpose. I think my purpose is coming out on YouTube. My purpose of living is to become a main motivator of younger men. Trying to motivate men to get off that couch, get off your ass, start working out, and start chasing paper. Okay? You got to chase money. Breaks from caffeine. Yeah, I take too much caffeine. That's one of my problems. That's why I don't sleep that good. I sleep in because I drink too much caffeine during the day and I can't fall asleep. So that's why I sleep in so late. I get up at like noon, but I go to bed at like 6 a.m. Women do great on making money on YouTube. Yeah, they do. So women have no other purpose than having kids. I should have known you were going to say that. Yeah, I wasn't really that serious about that. A woman can have many purposes. The most honorable purpose of a woman, I think, would be to have kids and to, teach people about God, teach others about healthy eating, teach others about healthy living. I think that's a good purpose for women. Yeah. And to motivate other women, So women, sorry, Megan, sorry. But yes, women do have other purposes. I know people get easily offended by me. Oftentimes I'll make a statement, but there's often more to the story. So yes, women do have many purposes in life. How may I contact you regarding thumbnail designing your video editing? I don't know, bro. I only want someone that can design thumbnails if they live around my town, okay? Because then I can physically pay you the money and I can drive to you and we can discuss business privately rather than over the internet. So I want to find someone that lives around where I live, that they know a lot about thumbnail design. Don't drink caffeine, drink lean. It's way easier for hot women to make money streaming with no talent. Yeah, I know, because there's so many simps out there, okay? A simp is a man who idolizes women, who puts them on a pedestal and gives them more value, A simp will idolize a 304, okay? This is not the right way to go. A simp will idolize a single mom with multiple baby daddies, okay? You do not want to become a simp. Get crazy high on weed. Yeah. If I don't have weed, then I'm not going to sleep good. You guys have a lot of indica before bed. Last night I had some indica, so I was able to sleep pretty decent. So I don't know who you is, but I'm watching right now, and I like it. Suddenly I'm pregnant. Simps are ruining the internet. Yeah, simps are ruining the dating market. The simps are all up on these women, making them think that they're worth more than they are. That's the problem. Women have so many simps coming at them that the women, they know that they're on a pedestal. These women know that they're better than all these simps. The simps are ruining women. They're giving women a false sense of hope. The simps will tell women anything that they want to hear. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so amazing. And this makes women think that they're above men. So women today look down on men. Okay? A guy who's trying to do shit online who's like, I can't do anything online. It's got to be local. It's like, yeah, I can't watch anybody who's digital and wears stupid crooked hat gay. Magnesium is great for relaxing before bed. Yes, I take magnesium glycinate. I won't ever simp. That's good to hear, bro. You're a true king among men. You are a king. How much is too much magnesium and where should I get it? So like I said, I take a magnesium glycinate. Okay? It does help with helping you go to the bathroom, number 2. It helps with that. So I take 400 milligrams. Oh, I only take 2 pills a day, so I take about 275 milligrams, I think. Or 260 milligrams, somewhere in there. Or I don't know. I take 2 pills. So I take less than 400 milligrams. About 275, I think. So a lot of simps are rich. Yeah, but they inherited the money, you know, or whatever, you know. What do you call a fat psychic? A fortune teller. Simping ain't easy. Wow, bro. I feel so bad for males. Oh yeah. This is the fucking most brutal dating market ever in history. We've never had a dating market like today. Because women have hundreds of men coming at them. Okay? And 80% of the women are chasing the top 20% of men. And they think just because that 80% of the women have access to these men, they think that they're going to find one of these top guys to marry. No. If you're one of the women that is in the bottom 80%, a top 20% man will not marry you. He won't. Unless you do everything he says, you cook, you clean, okay? So these women, just because that top tier man will sleep with you, does not mean he's going to marry you. And every time, as a woman, every time you sleep around, that's going to lower your value. When you do find that man that's a good dude, he's going to know you're a 304. He's not interested because you spent years chasing that top tier man, avoiding the men that you should have been looking for, the men that you should have been trying to marry and have kids with when you were younger. But now you're 40 and you have no kids, and now you want to settle down, and now you say, okay, I can't get that top. You're 40 years old and you say, okay, I've been chasing these top guys for so many years and I can't get them. Now I'm going to settle for a simp. You might find a simp that will accept that, and you probably will. You probably will. You're going to find a simp beta male white knight provider after you slept around. That's disrespectful to him. As a woman, it's disrespectful to sleep around on your future husband. That is despicable. Despicable to sleep around as a woman. I don't believe in that. That's a good thing to do. Okay? I'm just trying to help you ladies out if there are any women watching this. You got to have less bodies, okay? Men, true alpha males, we don't like that. We don't like that at all. We'll sleep with a whore, but we won't marry one. Never. All right, guys, we got to do some squat action. Shit. My heart's really going because of that energy drink. I got to quit those energy drinks, bro. We got to do some squats today. Talk about frame mog and shit. I could frame mog Clav if I wanted to, but I don't want to. That's my boy. Okay? What's your advice on finding a good woman, not Instagram or TikTok? My advice on finding a good woman is to freaking go to a bookstore, you know, or you know, I don't really have that much advice on finding a good woman because there's not a lot of good women left. All these women are losing their virginity at 13, 14, 15 years old. You know, they're ruining themselves psychologically. And by the time they're in their 20s, they're filled with tattoos. that are remnants from depression and past bad things and trauma. Okay. So my advice for finding a good woman is look for a woman with no tattoos. All right. Or maybe one or two is okay, but you want no tattoos. You want to make sure that she is not on OnlyFans, make sure she's not posting tons of selfies. You want to look for women that are not seeking after attention. Okay. A lot of women seek attention. You got to find a woman that doesn't go out much. You know, she sits at home, she reads, she studies, she's trying to better herself. Maybe she works on her cooking, you know, works on her skills, and just doesn't seek attention, doesn't go out to the bar, you know. So it's just, you got to, as a man, you got to date around and you got to just try to find the right one. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. That's all, guys, here. Don't let anyone judge your worth based on any body type, member length. Member length, I like that one, yeah. And they all start OnlyFans anymore, yeah. If they're on OnlyFans, don't even talk to them, okay? You want to ignore women like that. Teach them that OnlyFans is wrong. It's satanic, okay? It's not godly to do OnlyFans. It's not godly. My wife has so many tats, it's ridiculous. Thanks, John. Not taking it personally. Oh, shit, bro. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. Maybe you guys are good for each other. I get real serious. I get real into this shit. I don't mean nothing bad by it. If your girlfriend or wife has a lot of tattoos, okay? Because women are not all the same. You can find good women with tattoos, but it's a little bit less likely, maybe. Okay, sorry about that. I'll offend anybody, dude. You know, I offend a lot of people based on my beliefs, based on how I eat. Just yesterday, I was at a friend's house and I said, they kept trying to give me food. They were trying to give me lasagna. I said, that's terrible for you. You should not eat that. We got offended a little bit. I was like, you guys are eating dairy. And then you're trying to feed me salad, but it's got cheese on it. That defeats the whole purpose. Dairy is not good. So you're putting something that's unhealthy onto a healthy salad. It just makes no sense whatsoever. And I offend people all the time. It's just going to happen, okay? OnlyFans, only space heaters. Yeah, we got the space heater, guys. I'm not offended. He agrees with me in general. She's a tattoo artist. Wow. Shit, bro. Well, you can make a lot of money, so I'm not trying to hate on her as a career, because that's a good career. You can make a lot of money. You can make probably $500 or $1,000 a day or more, you know. Just gonna do a few squats here. 1, 2. Oh, my hip just popped. Again, I really want to stay in that pain zone, okay? The pain zone is down below. I'm not trying to lock out every rep. I'm trying to stay down low in that zone that really hits the quads and the glutes, okay? So just try to stay down low. Watch how I do it. Okay, it's getting to be too easy now. That's good. You want it to be too easy. That means I'm getting stronger. So I'm gonna put some weight in there. Put some weight in. So far we got 910 people that saw this live stream. My favorite protein? Eggs. Eggs is my favorite protein because it's of the high biological value. It's got all the right amino acids in there, all the essential amino acids. So yeah, eggs. Weights on the back. Yes, there's weights inside of it, yes. Whew, 27 likes in here, guys. Do you put? Yeah, I got weights in there. I got a bag of pennies. It's a 1978 $50 bag of copper pennies. That's filled with copper. Do I take fish oil? No, but you can. It's got omega-3 fatty acids. Okay, yeah, you can take fish oil. You could take olive oil is good too. Cod liver oil probably okay. Um, as long as it's processed in a health facility and everything is monitored. And there's a lot of people that say that fish oil is like rotting fish, and I don't know. But I don't like to take fish oil, but I think it's it's a supplement that should be cheaper than it is. They're blowing it up, blowing it out of proportion. You can get your omega-3s from olive oil, you know. Gold dust looking. Jesus didn't love that. It has been found that protein eliminates cancer. I take collagen frequently because the body does not produce it itself. Oh, collagen, yeah. Well, I take a collagen too, okay? It's got 10,600 milligrams, so it's got over 10 grams of collagen. And it's got hyaluronic acid, glucosamine, chondroitin, MSM. It's for your skin, hair, and your nails, okay, and your joints too. So yeah, you got to take collagen. Yeah. He said, let me borrow 20 bucks. John, you're going to keep the hairstyle. Should I? I don't know. Should I? I could, I don't know. I don't know. I like it. I do like it. What does collagen do? Okay, collagen is stored. The main sources of collagen in the body are between the joints. So the collagen provides a cushion between the joints. So the more collagen you have, you're going to have better joint mobility. Collagen also is inside of the muscle. It's in the skin. It's in bones even. It's in the tendons, the joints. So we have a lot of collagen in the body, and it really just helps to lubricate and strengthen the skeletal structure, I think. I think that's what it does. It strengthens the skeleton, and it lubricates, and it keeps the skin tight around the face, around everywhere. It keeps the skin from getting loose, okay? Collagen is very important. So you can get collagen from eating chicken, because sometimes you have collagen in the protein and the ligaments that are connected with the muscle. You get some collagen in there. Beef, a little bit of collagen, but sardines, collagen. But you really want to have like your bone broth or your collagen supplements. I really like sardines because there's collagen inside sardines, as well as fatty acids that are good for you, and protein. So sardines are very good. Collagen for a good time. Wow. Is it good for... No, don't say it. We got to give this guy a timeout real quick, okay? He said the anal word. Put user in timeout, 5 minutes. I'm going to order a hooker. Okay, I'm putting you in timeout too for... I'll give you a timeout for probably not that long. He said the word hooker, so I'll give him a timeout for 10 seconds. This guy says, is it pink? I'm going to give him a timeout for 24 hours. We did 24 hours on that one because I thought that one was not appropriate at all. Okay. So timeout for foolishness. Yes. If you act a fool, I'm going to be blocking you. Okay. Anyone who acts foolish, you're done. You're done. Seeing it, I already blocked him. Guess my factual information doesn't deserve timeout. Why do you... Okay, I'll give you a better timeout. How's this? I'll give you a timeout for a whole minute. All right? That's how we do it, boys. All right. Let's go. I'm going to go for 20 reps. 20. 1. 8. 9. 10. 19. 20. Too easy. A little bit too easy, all right? That's good, though. It should be too easy. The legs gain in strength faster than any other muscle in the body. So when you start training legs, you should notice changes every couple of weeks. You should be getting stronger. And if you're not, then you're really not doing something right. How can I be like you? Start investing and start thinking about getting rich. You got to develop a rich mindset. Think like a rich person, okay? I counted 18. I'll make it up on the next set, okay? Stand down, Willard Jason. I lift dumbbells with my blank. We'll give you a timeout on that one because you said the C word. Put him in a timeout. I'll give him a 1-minute timeout just so he gets the point, okay? I stay in bed 22 hours a day. Unfortunately, I still have a 6-pack. He says he doesn't even work out. Sorry, William, I see you're in a big contributor here. A little bit more sugar for the workout. The only time you want to have sugar is really before or during or after your workout. And other than that, try not to have too much sugar. What's up, dog? Miss you, brother. Grab your ankles. Wow. Come on, guys. Share the video. Share the video. Clearing up the chat. Okay. I'm going to try to make sure the chat stays clean. We don't want to get any negative comments on here, okay? Sugar kills. I like that. Alex, but wasn't he listening to God's direction? Also, 20 to 40 grams of creatine. That's too much creatine. Creatine, yeah, that's way too much. You want to have between 5 and 15. And you only want to have 15 grams of creatine during your loading phase, or if you're a really, really big dude, you know. You can take 15 grams for like a week or two just for the loading phase and then cut back down to 5 to 7 grams. But like I said, it depends on your body weight too. Okay? Say the N word. No, I'm not Togi, okay? Guys, you want to know how we can make 250 million views? And then he said the N word. Yeah, that's a way to, it's a high risk, high reward, okay? If I said the N word, well, for starters, I probably would get fired from my job because they'd probably find out, but I would probably blow up. I'd become a millionaire on YouTube overnight. You know, I'd be an overnight sensation. So it's a high risk, high reward. You know, is it really worth it? Probably not worth it. God gives choices to everyone, no matter what they are, but everyone will be judged. Let's do another set, guys. Let's get big. I want to get huge, okay? I got to put on the hat for this one. Come on, guys. Help share the video. I'm doing the best I can to motivate each and every one of you guys, all right? Okay, go chat filter and select all messages. It's already on all messages. All the messages should be coming through. 10 to 15 grams of protein a day. Big John, thanks, Zangville. Zang. Yeah, this guy is motivated, okay? Let's do it. All right, guys, this is how you get big. All right. Ready? One, 2, 3, 4. "26. Getting stronger. Are you not motivated, guys? Can't tell me you're not motivated. Let's go. That's how you do it right there. Lightweight, baby, nothing but a peanut. Keep it up. Squatting in infant for a second. Do you recommend progressive overload or training to failure? Probably both, okay? Who knows? Who really knows, you know? Lee Priest said he never trained to failure, but he got one of the best physiques. Mike Mentzer, he always trained to failure, and he had one of the best physiques, okay? So you don't know. We don't really know. I think that you should definitely train to failure at least every once in a while, or every 2 or 3 workouts. You should really go to failure on some of your exercises, yes. He says I would beat Ronnie Coleman. Yeah, no steroids here. No, I'm not on steroids. If I was, I mean, you probably know. My arms would probably be blowing up, you know? Yeah, my arms have been stuck at about 15 inches for longer than I would like to admit. So, you can tell I'm not on anything. If I was on something, that would be pathetic, that I'm not growing. What's your take on trend twins? They're rich, you know, they did what it took to do to get rich. They did a lot of steroids, and then they did videos, and now they're rich, you know? That's all you got to do. That's the combination for success, is steroids plus internet. So that's what they did. That's what, you know, that's what people are going to be doing for many years. You know, they're sensational guys. They're jacked. They have hung out with Lee Priest before. They've hung out with some of the best dudes. They're very popular dudes. I don't watch them. I don't watch the Trend Twins. I think that's, you know, you can watch them if you got the free time. Go right ahead. But I'm not a big fan of the Trend Twins. No. You should not advertise that you do steroids. You know, it's illegal. These guys could literally get arrested. But whatever, for whatever reason, they're allowed to do it, you know. Don't take creatine and roids. Petro Brazil has been pumping. Yes. Stream pause for anyone else. Never mind. Nice chain. If you want to get shredded, eat 20 grams of protein a day and no creatine. Shredded? It doesn't. All right, guys, this is too fucking light. This is lightweight, so I'm going to take this apart. Try to take it apart. And I'm just going to throw the weights in the backpack. Just going to throw them in. And then I'm going to try to just throw in more. Thanks, guys. We got 23 people watching. I appreciate that. pretty tough. Okay, guys, I got a $50 bag of pennies in there. Plus, I got 16 pounds of weight. Plus, I'm going to put more weight. All right. I got to breathe. All right. Okay, this is the most I've ever used. 50 pounds of pennies and almost 40 pounds of weights. So probably about 80 to 90 pounds. Starting to shake a little bit. That's enough. I did a killer set to finish it. We did about 35 reps. Always try to finish off with a killer set. Now I feel it in my glutes, my lower back, my quads. That's how you build muscle right there. When most people want to quit, you keep going. And that's enough. Next workout, try to make it even harder. All right? Thanks, bro. Tired me out on that one for sure. I want to keep going though. I think I'm done with squats for the day. I'm done with squats for 3 days. But let's be honest. I did leave a few reps in the tank, okay? But you don't need to freaking ramp it up to 100%, you know? 3, 4, 5 months from now, I'm gonna be doing insane leg lifts. Insane. I gotta do a few curls. Curls for the girls is what they say. Hey, what's up, Zhang? I'm going to eat some cordyceps. Shit, this guy's eating some mushrooms. Yeah, cordyceps is a really good mushroom. It's funny that you say that. I think the cordyceps is the one that's for cardiovascular health. Or was that chaga? One of them is for cardiovascular health. That endurance athletes use to increase their VO2 max. It's either chaga or the cordyceps. I don't know. Hi, John. Yeah, I take lots of mushrooms. Is it what time you got to do? Yummy zombie mushrooms. They're good for you. Oh, yeah. I like reishi. reishi, I think, is one of the best mushrooms. Yeah, my legs are feeling that one. I'm so happy about that set. I feel great. Open a window. I get some fresh air. Remember, guys, if you want me to see your comment, please leave a super chat, okay? Super chats. And notice how I do that. When I lower the weight, I can feel it, feel the tension on the muscle the whole way down, all right? Any progress in the street bike? No, we just had a $100 donation. That's it. We still got to get another like 19,900. A Hayabusa is about 20 grand, so we've raised $100 so far of the 20,000. At this rate, I'm not going to be getting a new bike. Let's go. See how I feel that tension on the way down? Starting to feel it in the biceps there a little bit. Johnny, how many grams of creatine are you going to dry scoop today? I'm off creatine. I don't take creatine right now. I'm not on any creatine whatsoever. Let me train with you. Okay. It feels like I am playing GTA San Andreas. Go down 5 pounds and pump out. All right. Do a few more reps here. Good pump, yeah. Remember, guys, leave a super chat if you want me to read your comment. Whew. Now we're getting somewhere. Never forget to dry scoop your protein. Yeah, I think the channel would blow up if the weights were solid gold or silver. Yeah, it would, but they're not. I think the channel should blow up now, because I'm way more ripped than a lot of these other YouTubers. So I think we should be blowing up now, but it's just the algorithm is just not supporting my channel because we got shadow banned. So it's not fair, but that's life. Life ain't fair, you know. Snort some protein. You're motivated is what happened. Yeah, you're monetized. So when you're monetized, it hurts you? Yeah, I don't know. You'll get there. Thank you for that comment, William Capone, for moderator true words. William Capone, let's go. Really, William Capone? You'll get there? All right, moderator. That is a moderator, standard moderator. All right, guys, we got a new moderator today. William Capone, all right? Because we do need more moderators because I basically always need somebody with me, all right? I always need one of you moderators with me to help out cleaning up the stream, because we get a lot of stuff that's really bad. A lot of people say bad stuff, okay? I'm going to do a few shoulder exercises. This is for the shoulders right here, all right? Yes, William, I'm so happy that you're on board, okay? I'm going to do my best to give you the motivation that you need, okay? So this is how I train shoulders. I just do side lateral raises, all right? Lean forward a little bit. Make your structure very strong, very solid, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I always try to shoot for 8 to 12 reps for maximum hypertrophy, okay? Jimmy, you need to up your creatine. Bro, I'm here every day. Big heavy? All right, big heavy. You convinced me. Let's pump. Let's pump. I am the next big time fitness influencer. If you want to get big shoulders, you got to put those shoulders on. An artist can just slap on some clay, but you and me, we're better than that. Let's get this money, guys. Big heavy, hot and heavy. You call him big sexy. No, that's what they call me. Super chat, ladies. He'll see your comments later. Glad to be here. Thanks, brother. All right. I want to get some wrist curls in here, okay? So I'll show you how I train the forearms. But first, I got to get a sip of water. After we train, I got to make eggs. I'm going to have 5 eggs and a little bit of quinoa. Quinoa is a carbohydrate source. It's very healthy for you, okay? Quinoa. I highly recommend you eat quinoa. It's better than rice. Remember, if you want to get a good pump, you got to stay hydrated, okay? You got to get hydrated. I think the one user said that because I am monetized, that's why we're not getting a lot of views. Okay? That might be true. Okay? I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn monetization off and just see what happens. Okay? Let's see what happens. Off. All right, let's see. We got 9 viewers in here. Let's see if it starts to grow. If we get a lot of viewers in here, then I'll stop monetizing the streams, okay? Because I can always monetize later. So we'll try it out and see what happens, okay? Are you currently eating a surplus to get the gains? Am I eating a caloric surplus? Very small, okay? Because I don't want to gain a lot of fat. So I'm eating about 2,400 calories a day because I find that if I eat too much over my maintenance, I'll gain fat on my stomach, okay? And that's not what I want. I won't even get that much stronger. I'll just get fat. So I don't really have a huge surplus, no. I eat in a very small calorie surplus, very small. I try to eat about 200 calories a day more than I need. And sometimes I estimate. I don't know exactly how many calories that I ate that day, you know. Sometimes I do estimate. But you get very good at estimating over time. Don't move in almost there. What? Egg dome. My dome's like an egg. How often do I work out? I try to work out 3 days a week. 3 days a week. Yeah, usually I work out 3 days. Usually not much more than that. It's a Tyson Fury. Can you burp? No. See that? I turned off. Oh, there. Now we got 12 viewers. That's good. We got 12 people in now. So come on, guys, join up. Give a like. Is there really enough though? Is 3 days really enough? Oh yeah. If you're training hard, shit, bro. Your body can sometimes take an entire week to recover certain body parts. Okay. If you have a really good leg day, then you don't need to train legs for a whole nother week. Okay. So what if you train legs really good one day, chest really good another day, and your back really good another day? What more do you need? You know, you could throw in a little bit of cardio if you want, you know, you could throw in some light workout days just for like pumping up and recovery. You could do anything you want, you know. I'm not here to judge you or to tell you how you should work out because everybody's body responds differently. Okay. Well, we all have the same muscle build. We all have the same response within the body, such as when you train, you produce enzymes that block myostatin. When you train, you know, the body always responds the same, but some people build more muscle than others, and some people recover faster than others. Okay, so some people can handle 10 sets for legs. Other people can only handle 2 or 3 sets for your legs. You know, so you have to find what works for you. All right. Now this is how I train my forearms. Okay. So I only train forearms like every month or so, like once a month. So I really don't train forearms a lot, but this is how you train forearms. Okay. Get a really heavy weight like this. See that? And then, thank you, bro. He gave me 99 cents. Thank you, William. William Capone just gave me $1. Now we're up to $3. Thank you. Appreciate you so much. Okay. So now see how my body is like this? Okay. See how I go like that? That allows the wrist to go straight up. If you go like this, the wrist is going to go sideways. You can't build muscle making your wrist go sideways. So I go like this, and there you go. And you can even lean down a little bit like that too to get a better stretch. Okay. So I'll show you what I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay? That's about as much as I could do with perfect form. Some people, my buddy Mark Rolling, he's dead. but he used to tell me, I always like to honor him by telling you guys the stuff that he used to teach me. You know, he taught me, my dead buddy, who was my best friend, he taught me that you can go like this. Let it go down like that to get that maximum stretch, okay? And then you pull it back up. Maximum stretch like that. Pull it back up. Okay? My buddy taught me that. And I think it's good to, at the end, do a couple of those. Get that maximum stretch at the very end. Okay? I don't think you should do the maximum stretch on every rep, though. He told me to do it on every rep. I don't believe in that. Okay? So we'll show you with this one. So notice how I'm going sideways so the weight can come straight up and not to the side. Remember, everyone's bones are structured differently. So I'm leaning over like this. You might only need to lean over like that because everybody's wrist bones are structured differently, okay? So you want it to come up like that. Not like this. You want it to be like that. So I got to twist my body. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, let's do a couple stretch ones like my buddy Mark taught me, okay? Right at the end. Another one. Okay. And there you go. That's how you train forearms. Oh, shit. It just cramped up. That was a weird pec cramp. Maybe it's because I don't have enough water in me. But yeah. Weird. Oh shit, it's cramping again. Don't know why it's doing that. Ever heard of Thera Bear John? They're awesome, great for firearms and rehab. No, firearms. Potassium for cramps. Okay, yeah, I gotta get a potassium supplement or something. Okay, forearms. TheraBar. It's a special bar that lets you train forearms. No, I haven't heard of that. No. I know that you can get like the broomstick and roll it like that, but I never heard of a. I'm gonna do a couple more sets, guys. Gotta. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. Good set, guys. Heard that eating veg can cause death. Is that true? Because of chemical. Well, you don't want to have a high vegetarian diet if you're eating non-organic. Some people say you should really not have too many vegetables at all because they have lectins in them that can wreak havoc on your internal organs. But I say that yes, you should stay away from a lot of nightshade vegetables, but a lot of vegetables are very, very, very healthy for you, okay? For example, salads with olive oil can massively help digestion, clean out the digestive tract, okay? But I believe the best diet is kind of like a Mediterranean diet. Vegetables, olive oil, sardines, venison, high quality meats and fish, oranges, stuff like that. If you swallow a carrot whole, My Music just looked that up. Does it really work? Terra Band Flex Bar. I should probably get one of those because I want to get big forearms, you know. I'll just do this though for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's tough. It's already tough, dude. I'm done. That's good. That's a good workout. Talk about frame mog. Big, heavy, yeah, absolutely amazing for rehab. Like golfer's elbow, huh? Potatoes and chicken bulk up, then I believe in a lot of potatoes, yes. I do believe that potatoes are one of the healthiest carbohydrates. Plus, I'm Irish, so. Big Heavy, go see the reviews on Google and YouTube. All right. All right, guys, I think that's it for today. Let me just check out the prices of gold and silver before I let you all go. I think that gold is closed right now, but it looks like we had a pretty bad day down. And silver is down to 87 bucks for the dish and how much to do. Sets and reps. We're roughly the same size and frame, and I'm English. Samuel. I like that name, Samuel. Samuel L. Jackson. I ate expired sushi, and now I'm using the toilet. That's not good. All right, guys, I got to go. We got 40 likes in here. Not too bad. Not too good, but we'll see you guys soon, all right? We'll be talking about crypto, the stocks tomorrow.